Morgan, I guess just to get things started, how have the first couple weeks been going for you here in Orlando?
Honestly, it's been amazing. I have really enjoyed my time here so far. It's been really nice to get back to what feels like home to me. So many people that I know here, and obviously I grew up playing in Florida, and so it has a special place in my heart, and I've felt like home ever since I got here, and the girls have been extremely welcoming, and we've played some really good football, and I'm excited for the year.
So we're gonna go to Zoom. We'll open up Chris Brooks. If you have questions, go ahead.
Hi Morgan, we talked a few years ago about you achieving the pinnacle of your profession at such a young age with that first World Cup. To kind of have such a huge accomplishment so early and then some of the roadblocks that you faced in the years after that. I guess at this point, obviously you want to win that championship, but in a wider sense, what kind of fuels you as we speak in 2024 to kind of want to keep going through these pre-seasons, the time away from home, all those sacrifices?
Yeah, I think there's always been a lot of sacrifices to wanting to achieve and be at your best level. So I think for me, in 2024, that's what I want to get back to. I want to get back to being the best player that I can be and the player that I know I can be. And obviously, like you said, there's something that I haven't done yet, and it's win an NWSL championship, and that's something I want to do this year. And I think that for me, like you said, there's been some roadblocks, but at the same time, I've learned a lot about myself as a player and as a person through all of it. But I still have that desire to be at my highest level and get to that point.
Thanks, Morgan. Take care.
All right, we're gonna go to Austin. Austin, go ahead.
Hey Morgan, we talked a little bit about or at IMG a couple of days ago now. How have you been settling in just to the city? I know it's been kind of a whirlwind since you first got here.
Yeah, it has been a whirlwind, and obviously we were in IMG last week, so it's been a little bit broken up. But um, we bought a house here, so we're just waiting kind of to settle in, and still waiting for my stuff to get here and from Kansas City. And so I feel like once that happens and I move in, and I feel a little bit more settled. But yeah, I think it just takes time for us to feel that way.
Kind of talked about how the team has made you feel right at home. What's kind of been the, I guess, contributing factor so far, just in terms of that team building for your aspect?
Yeah, I think for me, I've been in the league now. This is my 10th year, and I have been a part of a lot of teams. And I think number one is for me when I come into an environment, I think it's just a feeling you get around the team and the environment and the chemistry that the girls have. When I first got here, I just felt like a good energy, good vibe from the beginning. And I think that that's one of the intangibles of winning a championship. And this team has that here, and all the girls get along super well. It's a competitive environment, but everyone gets along on and off the field and respects each other immensely. So I think that's been so important in terms of coming in and seeing what the atmosphere is like. And it's been for me a long time. I've been on great teams that have it and some teams that struggle with it. And I think for us, like that is something that I've noticed from the get go. And the girls have been so welcoming for everyone because there's a lot of newer players and I think it's just been a good energy from the beginning.
I guess kind of talking about the beginnings and the starts, how important is it for this team to have a clean start to the season, and how do you kind of feel that you can help provide that jumping off point?
Yeah, I think, just being in this environment, they have said that they didn't have the best start that they wanted last year. And I think that's so important. Obviously, a great start to anything is important, but I think just being in this league for a long time, points matter. I think that at the end of the day, yes, a good start matters, but being consistent throughout the whole season is the most important. And I think you can see the fine margins of at the end of the year where it's you miss out on one goal, 1 point, 2 points. And so sometimes tying and just getting points on the road or points anywhere that you can get them are so important. And I think for myself, just being a veteran in the league and on teams, I think I can try and help, manage games or be a voice on the field of, what we need to do at different times. And I think obviously I've been through a lot of different scenarios in this league of, being up goal, being down a goal, fighting for playoffs and being secure in playoffs or in a championship game. So I think just bringing that presence of having that many different experiences in this league and trying to help in that way.
though, over the last game of the season. They've been talking about how that has kind of fueled them heading into this new season. Have you kind of felt that just within the team?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's like a little bit of that feeling of, this team, the goal is playoffs and obviously a championship. So I think that they're using that to fuel from last year, but at the same time, there's a lot of new players. So it's kind of been a good blend and a good mix of, okay, these are the expectations of this team, and this is how we missed out last year, but this is where we want to be at the end of the year.
That's it for me.
Morgan, I have just one for you. I think the one area that's changed the most the offseason is the midfield. So just from your perspective as a player, what can fans expect to see from the group of players in the midfield this year?
Yeah, I think, having been together almost for 3 weeks now, I think that this midfield is a lot of players that love to be on the ball, that love to dictate the tempo of the game. A lot of experience, internationally and in the league. And I think that it's a good blend of youth and veteran experience, but at the same time, all the players love the ball and are very good, smart, and technical and tactical. And so I think that for the fans and people that are coming to the games, that's what you can expect, and people who love to play a good brand of football and play through the middle of the park.
Cool. All right, thanks everyone. We'll end it there and we'll send out a recording later. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.